institution. It doesn't mean anything today. We live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy, crazy, crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Samsel Report, coming to you live from beautiful Clearwater, Florida. That's right. You are not going to believe what I got for you here on the Samsel Report, right here on Revolution Radio. But before we begin, you might have noticed that I was not present last week. Oh, look out. Sicker than a dog. That's right, sicker than a dog. But that's all over with now. That's right. Except I got the sniffles. I have the sniffles, okay? So, all right. So, before we begin, I have an important message, and that's for all you listeners out there. Revolution Radio is listener supported. Oh, yes, that's right. And I tell you what, you need this here broadcasting network, ladies and gentlemen, because Revolution Radio is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't find anywhere else. That's right. Oh, and the number one internet network. Huh? How do you like them apples? Huh? Boy, but we still need your donations, and we need you to come and you know what you can do. You can come over here on the freedomslips.com website, and you can sign up for the archives, and you can listen to you can listen from here until the day you die, and not listen to all of the stuff here in the archives. Okay. And besides that, they have a special going on where if you can donate $100, you will get 35,000 seeds. The ultimate seed pack there. Oh, yes. And it comes with DVD, and it comes with instructions, tells you what they are, how to plant them, how to take care of them, how to harvest them, what to do with them after that to preserve them. And it's all in there for a measly $100. Now, you can't beat that. Huh? So, there you go. Please send us money. All right? Okay? All right. Later on in the show, we're going to have a special guest come on. Roger Landry of the Liberty Beacon will be joining us, and we will be discussing the inauguration. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. President Trump is now in the White House. Oh, yes. Boy, oh boy. That's a White House trying to get a hold of me, see. Ladies and gentlemen, our first headline. Now, this is just, I found this on the internet, and it's just like the ultimate in ridiculous. I mean, this is, I don't know if this is true. I don't know. But if it is, then this guy has problems. But check this out. Check this. This is just goes to show you the left, how far they will go. All right? Okay? I figure we'll get the funny part over first. Then we get on to the serious stuff later. Okay? All right. All right, the first headline. Homeless man to defecate in pants and ride the bus until Donald Trump is impeached. Oh, yes. Yes, you heard me right. He's going to defecate in his pants and ride the public transit bus until Donald Trump is impeached. Okay? Okay? So, that's the headline. Here's the story. In a continuing trend of bizarre protest against the incoming administration, 22-year-old Simon Julkinch of Detroit, Michigan, has pledged that he will soil his pants while riding public transportation every day. He promises to continue this behavior until Donald Trump is either impeached or agrees to leave office. A self-described freedom lover and millennial hippie, Julkinch feels that by making conditions around him extremely unpleasant, it will draw attention to his movement. it's draw attention to... Okay, all right, Says Mr. Julkinch, if enough people start talking about the guy on the bus every day who smells like shit in his pants and an anti-Trump shirt, I figure it's just a matter of time until word gets out about me. And if I get people talking, then I can let even more people know about my cause. And if I get lucky, I'll start something where people all across the country will start crapping in their pants and wearing anti-Trump shirts and riding the bus and maybe going out to eat or something. What? Is it me or what? Huh? Crapping in your pants and then going out to a nice restaurant and have a steak. Right? What? At the time of this interview, Mr. Julkinch had not yet soiled his pants. What? Is it me? Is it me? Huh? Is it me, ladies and gentlemen? So, is it real or is it fake news? I don't know. It could be fake news. Right? It could be real. You never know. Okay, all right. So we got that over with, all right? We got our jollies, we got our laughs, okay? Now we're going to get serious, okay? All right. No, seriously. Seriously. Now, there's a report going around. I saw the interview of Roger Stone. Anti-Trump operatives poison insider Roger Stone. Okay. Stone survives polonium poisoning. The longtime Trump supporter claimed to have been told by doctors that a mysterious and debilitating virus he was suddenly struck with in December was in fact polonium poisoning. I believe I was poisoned to stop me from exposing the Russian hacking lie before the congressional investigation, said Stone. I became extremely ill. This manifested itself in over 14 days of high fever, delirium, night sweats. I had lesions on my chest and my face. The general consensus is I was poisoned. I was poisoned with polonium or a substance that has the characteristics of polonium, and this made me exceedingly ill, he said. While admitting he is an enemy of Bill and Hillary Clinton, Stone said neither the couple nor the Russians were responsible for the apparent attempt on his life. This is about stopping the Trump agenda. I would blow the whistle on this whole bogus Russian narrative that they just won't let go of. Polonium is a rare and highly radioactive chemical. It was used in the 2006 murder of Russian spy Alexander Litvinenko, who is believed to have been slipped the substance in a cup of tea. So if this is what it appears to be, then he's got somebody's really pissed off at him. I tell you what, huh? He really pissed somebody off. That he did. Okay. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. We won, people. Yes, indeed. We won. But the battle has just begun. I mean, we won the battle and now the war begins. Okay? All right? Okay, so all during the early part of the week, everybody was running around anticipating all hell breaking loose at the inauguration. Some of the headlines were leaked audio, leftists plot chaos at inauguration, plan to kick off with a bang. We are going to do everything we can to try and stop people from being able to access the inauguration. So these people, where am I here? Okay. On Wednesday, January 18th, scores of radical leftists from the activist group Disrupt J20 plan to kick off their devilry with a bang, starting with a demonstration in front of Vice President-elect Mike Pence's house, according to a newly leaked audio tape. The demonstration in front of Mike Pence's house turned out to be one big gay pride celebration. Huh? Oh man, you should have seen it. It was like out of this world, right? It's our first big activist plan. A propagandist's voice can be heard telling a large crowd of cheering radicals who plan to participate in the shenanigans. It's the first big activist plan. We got a bunch of folks who are going to be organizing that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be his last few days living in Chevy Chase, and before he moves into the new vice presidential residence, we're going to send him off with a bang. All right? On the 19th was the deplorable, which is exactly what it sounds like. The alt-right neo-Nazis, etc., etc. This is their party to celebrate Trump, and we're going to crash it. All right, so look out. We're going to early in the morning, we're going to be putting blockades up. So we're going to blockade everything off. We're going to blockade everything off. I mean, these people were and they blew it. Where were they? Where were all these people? I mean, there was rioting in the streets, yes. But they in no way interfered with the inauguration itself and the proceedings and everything. So the hordes of the crazed baboons never did show up in force, I don't think. Okay? But here, check this out. This is what's behind the whole thing, okay? This is what's behind the whole thing. Grassroots organization offers $2,500 to protest Trump inauguration. Okay, check this out. All right. Online job postings claim to provide travel expenses, insurance benefits to operatives. You get travel expenses, insurance benefits. Oh, hey, this is something great. A group called Demand Protest has created several online job postings targeting Democratic areas of the country, seeking operatives to help send a strong message at upcoming inauguration protests. Okay? Claiming to be the largest private grassroots support organization in the United States, Demand Protest says they will pay people already politically motivated to fight for the things that they believe. Right? As a Demand Protest operative, you will receive a monthly retainer of $2,500 a month on top of our standard per event pay of $50 an hour. So you get $2,500 every month, right? On top of that, when you go to the demonstration, then you get $50 an hour. See, but you have to agree to participate in at least 6 events a year. See, right? And then that it says here, we are extremely flexible and can work with almost any existing work schedule. Full-time operatives receive health, vision, and dental insurance for families, flexible vacations, and paid training. Travel expenses are always paid. This what? And they get away with this crap. They get away with this crap. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, my God. All right, and it was a Martin Luther King Day. All right. And we were seeing Dr. King's speeches and his marches on television, all over the media. And we've all seen the Martin Luther King marchers, all dressed in their Sunday clothes, carrying signs and chanting slogans. Black men, women, and children, old and young. And right in there, right mixed in there with them, was a whole lots of white people too. See? And first of all, there wasn't a single sign that had the word F on it. Okay? No F words. Okay, on the sign. They didn't shout dirty language. They didn't bully and attack people. They didn't destroy other people's property and run wild in the street like a bunch of crazed baboons. Huh? Oh, no. No. If Martin Luther King had seen pictures of these people out in the streets setting cars on fire, tearing stuff up, smashing stores and windows, starting fires, wreaking havoc, he would say, this is a riot. This is a riot. This is not a protest. This is not a protest. Mad, see, there is no comparison between Dr. King's protesters and the Soros-funded militant leftist radicals of today. And that they have the gall to evoke Dr. King's memory in association with their own divisive and destructive movement. It's incredible. It's incredible. Dr. King would have nothing to do with these people. or their cause, and certainly not their tactics. And what about the people who are paying the bills, huh? What about the guys that are paying all this, paying for all this? Who's placing the ads for the political operatives? Who interviews them and hires them? Who organizes them? Who trains them? Who buses them in? Where are they? Where are they put up? Where do you put these people up? Who sets them loose on American cities to cause chaos in the streets? And once there is chaos in the streets, who is it that gives who 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 is it that gives them unlimited airtime and promotion? Huh? And who is it that like a drowning man clutching at rocks, right? So he's a drowning man clutching at rocks. Huh? Who is it that wants to, by any means possible, discredit Donald Trump? Could it be the corrupt establishment? The failed politicians? Let's just call them the globalist elite. That's what's at the bottom of this. That's why both Democrats and Republicans oppose Trump, and it's why the social justice warriors are having temper tantrums. See? The establishment is reeling from the fact that the American people have rejected them. Right? Am I right? The American people have rejected the powers that be. Right? Nationalism has trumped globalism. Right? How do you like that? That's true. It's true. The American people stand behind President Donald Trump. And from here on out, things are going to be different. That's right. So God bless Donald Trump and God bless America. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Am I right? Huh? Huh? Give me this. Give me this over here. The mainstream media is refusing to cover news regarding the radical group Disrupt J20's plan to commit violence and acts of domestic terrorism at both the inauguration and the deplorable. And so says Project Veritas founder James O'Keefe. They do not want to report on the fact that people are going to cause havoc and violence on Thursday and Friday. It's criminal what the media is doing, said O'Keefe. Oh, no. Oh, no. The media's going to look out. So the leftists were out in force around the press building in New York where the deplorable was taking place. And they were all over the streets chanting F this and F that and F everything. Anti-Trump agitators are forming human walls to prevent Trump supporters from attending the inauguration. There were reports of people being assaulted and women being attacked. There were numerous reports of people throwing fireworks, rocks, bottles, eggs, rotten fruit at people. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A whole different variety of fruits. They were throwing fruits at each other. That's right. Oh, yes. Rotten fruits. You ever got hit in the head with a rotten kumquat? Look out. Anyway. And that's not all they were throwing. That's not all they were throwing. Let me tell you what else they were throwing. There were reports of Trump supporters being splattered with feces and urine. Oh, yes. I'll take the fruit. Give me the fruit. I'll take the fruit. You can keep the feces and the urine. I'll pass on that. Now, if that's not disgusting, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Okay? They're throwing feces and urine at people. Okay? Huh? How do you throw number one and number two at people? Huh? I've heard of monkeys at the zoo. Monkeys at the zoo will fling shit at each other. But this is the first time I've ever seen Soros paid human baboons throwing poo-poo at people. Okay? I don't know what kind of a message you're trying to get across. Is that how you express your concerns? Huh? Do you expect to sway other people's opinion by throwing crap at them? Huh? What the hell kind of people are you anyway? What kind of people are you? That's my question is, what kind of people are you anyway? Huh? All you're doing is turning people against you. That's what you're doing. You know that, don't you? What can you possibly gain by dousing people with urine? Huh? What kind of sick bastards are you? Huh? These people are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, yes. But do you know what's even more disgusting? Huh? Huh? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. While all these reports were coming in, while all the Soros-paid street monkeys ran wild in the streets, while thousands of people were denied access to the inauguration events by protesters blocking off the highways and disrupting public transportation, where were all the cops? Where was the DC cops? Huh? Huh? Why didn't the cops show up and take control of the situation? Well, you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because the dirty rat bastard Obama gave them orders to stand down. Okay? All right? The White House ordered the cops to stand down. Right? Gabish? Huh? Did you hear that? Obama, on his way out the door, before the door hit him in the ass on his way out, he was on his telephone saying, stand down the cops. Just one more little kick at Trump there. You know what I'm saying? One more little, there you go. Yeah, dirty red. Right? Right? Am I right? Ah, dirty, rotten scumbag. I tell you what. As I sat there watching the inauguration coverage, okay, coincidence? Or do we live in the Twilight Zone? Huh? Huh? As I sat there watching the inauguration coverage on the InfoWars, okay, and I was putting the program together, you know, something very strange happened, right? I was typing along when Mike Pence was sworn in, right? And so I quit typing and I watched Pence get sworn in, and then it was Trump's turn to get sworn in, and all of a sudden the feed died, right? The screen just went blank. That was it, right? So I had to open another window, and I went to CNN feed. But by that time, I'd missed the swearing in. See? Now, Now, did somebody somewhere pull the plug on InfoWars live feed? Do you think? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. No, 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 no. It's like they did it for spite, right? Slap in the face to, hey, you little shit. Yeah, take that. Take that. Anyway, it's been about an hour. And, after about an hour, after about an hour, I went back and checked it. It was still down. So I guess who can say, right? Right? You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Okay. All right. So, a dirty, rotten, no good for nothing. He stand down the police force. Huh? Stand them down. Let all hell break loose. Right? Police allow BLM to attack women at Trump inauguration. Black Lives Matter. A woman was attacked by Black Lives Matter protesters when she tried to simply walk through a checkpoint. Witnesses say police turned their backs on the woman being attacked. The police have ignored multiple physical assaults on women and others, and now we know why. Because Obama ordered the police to stand down. The order came directly from the White House last night. And we wait to see what takes place today. This is from earlier. After the swearing-in ceremony, the protesters went amok. They began attacking people left and right, and all hell was breaking loose all along the presidential parade route. Understand that the police have been standing down on orders from the White House. Black Lives Matter are running around like raised baboons. And yet the police were doing nothing about it. Okay. So they didn't interrupt the parade at all. No, they made sure they kept them away from the parade. In fact, Trump even got out and walked, right? For a little bit there. And nobody tried to blow his head off. See? From what I saw, the protesters are looking to disrupt the entire thing. So when all the zombies come out is at night. So for the deplorable, which took place later on in the evening, they still didn't show. They were outside, making fools of themselves outside, right? But they didn't interrupt anything. So everything went especially well. Everything went well. Okay? So now you can all go home and get over it now. Okay? Just go home and shut the hell up. Nobody wants to hear from you no more. Okay? All right? Now, CNN, you want to talk about fake news. Okay? Let me talk about fake news. CNN took a photo of Washington Square early in the morning before everybody showed up. They took a photo of Washington and they used it in an article entitled, "Not Many Are Showing Up for Trump's Inauguration." Well, later on, a few hours later, the place was packed. You couldn't get near the place. You couldn't, I mean, it was packed in there like sardines. Huh? So it just shows that CNN is the real fake news, right? Just like the president has stated. Okay? You're fake news. That's beautiful. I love that. That was great. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. Inauguration Day. The American people are taking the power back. The United States is once again a nation of the people. I watched Trump's inaugural address, and it was unbelievable. It floored me. Yes, because it was great. It was fantastic. Okay? He called out the Washington establishment and he let them know that a new sheriff had come to town, baby. That's right. America first. I love it. I love it. Let's see how the mainstream media twists his words. I tell you, Chris Matthews, you dirty rat bastard, you. I tell you what, Chris Matthews. He says, it sounded like Hitler. It sounded like the Nazis. It sounded like Hitler. Get the hell. What? Just get away from me. Go away. Go away. You a freak. You're a freak. You're not a journalist, a reporter. A hack. Right? I think this speech would go down in history as one of the greatest ever by a new president. Not the transfer of power from one party to the other, he says, but a transfer of power from Washington, D.C. to the American people. Now, when have you ever heard that before? Huh? Huh? America first? America first. Now, I've never heard that before. Oh, no. Well, these are new concepts. The forgotten knowledge. And now it's going to be a reality. So, hallelujah. And you know what? He even said the two words that drives globalist elites and leftist liberals crazy. No, it wasn't racist or homophobe or xenophobe or Nazi. No. The two most dreaded words to the liberals. He uttered the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And that is blasphemy to the Luciferian globalist elites and their satanic New World Order. They don't like to hear that kind of stuff. No. Anyway, so there you go. There you have it. There you go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Crowd boos and chants, lock her up, as Hillary announced at the inauguration. As she's going in, she's going in to the inauguration. Trump crowds had regularly called for former Secretary of State to be locked up. Lock her up, lock her up. That would be a real, that would, can you imagine that following you around? Huh? You go out in public and you got lock her up following you around. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Violent anti-Trump protesters riot, destroy private property. Anti-Trump rioters smashed storefronts, destroyed vehicles, committed other violent criminal acts in the name of civil disobedience in Washington, D.C. during the 2017 inauguration. Marching down K Street with a banner stating, "Non-peaceful transition," many rioters covered their faces while others defaced buildings, busted newspaper boxes, and set random fires. Once a really nice-looking limo, brand new limo, man. Brand spanking new limo sitting there. They torched it. And they get away with it, too, I guess. I guess they get away with it. Among various chants, some shouted, "No cops, no borders, fight law and order." No cops, no borders. Fight law and order. Black Lives Matter. America was never great. Protester busted out windows to a Starbucks business. Like local store owners huddled in the back of their businesses and telephoned police as their windows were smashed and spray painted with messages, including F Trump and revolution or death. That comes from CBS News. Police later arrived and threw tear gas to disperse the violent rioters. The far-left agitators are reportedly planning to block access to the 2017 inauguration, disabling the metro line. They were discussing disabling the metro line. They were going to chain the cars together, chain them. I don't. How do you disable? How do you disable the metro line? So. I mean, but this didn't happen. It didn't happen. It was just a bunch of hot air, what it turned out to be, and a big fizzle out. Yeah, there was some. There was a degree of violence. There was a degree of disruption, but it was minimal, I think. There were so many Trump supporters there that had they look out. Okay, we would have put these people out of business. There was 1 million Trump supporters there. Okay. So, anyway, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Now, just to show you what kind of a guy Trump is. All right? This guy is square, I'm telling you. And I mean that in a good way. Okay, so there was this Shane Bouvet. I think that's how you would say. I think Shane Bouvet. Bouvet? Shane Bouvet? I'm terrible with names. I can't pronounce. Okay. Shane Bouvet, a 23-year-old unemployed single dad, was featured in a Washington Post story highlighting his visit to D.C. to support Donald Trump's inauguration. The paper revealed that Bouvet was headed to D.C. in a borrowed suit and donated shoes to celebrate Trump's oath of office. But where is it? Oh, okay. Anyway, he was surprised with an invitation to meet with Donald Trump after the president-elect saw the story in the paper. Okay, so but meeting with Trump wasn't the only surprise. See, because the young man was stunned when Trump presented him with a check for $10,000. Here you go, pal. This'll help you tide you over here. There you go. That's the kind of guy Trump is, okay? All right? Okay? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What else have we got here? Let's see what else we got here. Explosions, fires at anti-Trump D.C. protest, blah, 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 blah. Police on standby, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. Oh, what's this? Obama's legacy. 8 years, 3,000 regulations, and $8 trillion in debt. That's Obama's legacy. Whoa, hold on a minute. Larry King. Trump protesters smashed my car windows in. That's right. That's what Larry King had to say. Those were his words. Here's some more of his words. I was working in studio and am okay, but my driver is a bit rattled. So while he's in there, he's in the studio doing his thing there, and somebody else is out there smashing those windows in. Okay? They got a point. They're trying to prove a point here. They got a statement that, that's a message. Legendary interviewer Larry King assured fans that he was not hurt after protesters objecting to the peaceful transfer of power smashed in the windows of his car. So there you go. There you have it. There you go. Poor Larry King. Poor Larry King. Here's another one. Internet calls out Bill Clinton for checking out Ivanka Trump. That's right. They caught pictures. They got him on film, sitting there, his eyes bugged out. Oh, his eyes were bugged out. Looked like great big funny looking, plastic cue balls in there. Whoa, his tongue hanging out and everything. He was captured on camera ogling Ivanka Trump as she arrived at the ceremony. And she reminded me of Jackie Kennedy, right? Elegant, breathtakingly beautiful. So, Clinton's his eyes are bugging out, right? And then he looked, and guess who was watching him the whole time? Guess who was watching him while he was... Oh, baby, look out. I wonder what happened when he got home. She probably kicked his ass all over the place. Oh, she gave him a good beating, I tell you what. Oh, yes. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. All right. We got the Women's March on Washington. That took place today. All on the Women's March on Washington. Hundreds of thousands of women around the world decry Trump, wearing pink pointy-eared hats. Hundreds of thousands of women took to the streets in the nation's capital and cities around the world Saturday to send Donald Trump an emphatic message that they won't let his agenda go unchallenged over the next 4 years. Oh, they don't like his agenda. Oh, no, so they don't want jobs and industries brought back to the USA. They don't want an end to regime change or foreign interventionism. They don't want an end to open borders and illegal immigration then. But what they do want is to take in more illegal aliens. Right? Huh? They defend Islam. They defend Islam. They defend the Muslim invasion. We're all a bunch of... I tell you what, they need to pull their collective heads out of their collective asses. Oh, yes. It looks just like a gathering of repulsive buffalo that can't find a man willing to submit himself to their feminist bull hockey. But that's just my opinion. And then again, I'm just a bigoted, racist Islamophobe that hates gays, transgenders, blacks, and women, but not necessarily in that order. Okay. What is it me? Is it...
Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. And we'll be right back after this message.